going?
Opa, funcionou.
And who are we killing?
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
My name is Axel Ruby, and I'm the game director here.
Eyes up, people.
Ó, lanterna verde.
At Rocksteady, storytelling and character depth are the core DNA of our games. These are not features, but Rocksteady fundamentals. With Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, we wanted to tell a new story. We wanted to expand the Arkhamverse.
De novo, é dentro do universo do Arkham.
Coming from Batman, where it was just from his perspective, just from his lens.
E tava bom, né?
Now getting
Podia
to see the
continuar no
world
Batman.
through the villain's eyes was really the hook for us.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a third-person action shooter that can be played solo or with your
Jogo de
friends.
tiro em terceira pessoa.
It's a
pode jogar com os
story-driven
amigos.
game that highlights Rocksteady's experience in bringing characters to life. As a Suicide Squad, you'll be forced to take on an absolute
Dá um
impossible
pause. O Rui Margucci acabou de mandar uma informação aqui. Saiu o jogo na venda da PlayStation Store no lançamento para dia 2/2/2024, R$ 299. Muito bem, vai lá.
Kill the Justice League.
Deve matar a Liga da Justiça. Spoiler, não vão matar, né?
We want the mechanics
acho
of the
que vão
game
matar
to
a
really
Justiça.
reflect the personalities of the squad.
I'm always first on the trigger.
We want their moves to be flamboyant, exaggerated,
Extravagante,
chaotic.
exagerado, caótico. Tá.
Let's make like cheap chewing gum and not stick around.
Now, our 4 members of Task Force X find themselves inside Metropolis. At twice the size of Gotham City in
Dobro
Arkham
de
Knight,
Gotham e Arkham, Metrópole.
it's big,
Mas
it's
também olha
loud,
como
it's
você
a
se
battlefield.
movimenta no mapa. Se não fosse tão grande assim, em 2 minutos você acabava o mapa.
Mobility, the unique fusion of enhanced traversal, gunplay, and melee weapons, creating a supervillain empowerment that we think
Volta aí,
is a totally
gente.
original
Volta aí.
gameplay experience.
Você viu ele escorregando na escada? O Deadshot, assim, uma
Verticality,
observação. Olha o
mobility,
Deadshot escorregando na
the unique
escada,
fusion of
tá?
enhanced traversal, gunplay,
Aí, ó.
and melee weapons, creating
Ó,
a
que
supervillain
beleza.
empowerment that we think is a totally
Tá bom.
original gameplay experience. There was just an opportunity there to expand into co-op
ter
and
modo
have this dynamic
cooperativo,
world
tá?
where friends can
E
come
detalhe, a
together
gente ainda
to
não viu
share an
nenhum gameplay mesmo, né?
experience.
Tudo isso aí
Players can go
é
solo, switching
teatro, né?
character members between missions while savoring each and
Sim,
every
dá pra
story
gente ver que
twist.
eles não mudaram nada. É o mesmo jogo que a gente viu, acabou de ver, né? O gameplay.
We want to welcome you all to the first episode of our new series, Suicide Squad Insider, where we will provide a deeper look into Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Over the next few months, we'll be unpacking the
Batman.
game,
Ó, vamos
answering your
compactar o jogo e
questions
responder
and
as
sharing a few
perguntas.
surprises as we move closer to
tirar
our
umas
launch on
surpresas.
February 2nd.
Ok.
We'll also cover how Rocksteady will continue to support the game and its players
Como
post-launch
que vai
with a
ser
huge amount of
suportado
free content.
depois do lançamento? Ah,
On this
conteúdo gratuito,
episode,
tentando
you're gonna
meter
hear from
essa, né?
different members of the Rocksteady team as we explore more of the game's story, the world of Metropolis, and the core gameplay experience.
The Suicide Squad. A fitting moniker.
Let's jump into it.
Vamos lá, começar. Suicide Squad Insider. História e gameplay. Vamos lá.
Normally, when you make a game in a superhero universe, the protagonist is the best person for the job. The squad are definitely not the best people for this job. They're the only people available.
Hey,
É o que eu falei, né? Que a Amanda teria só esses caras aí pra mandar, por isso que ela mandou.
And so it gives the narrative and the gameplay a kind of frantic, slightly panicked
Aí,
feeling
para
where-
aí. Isso aqui, desse jeito aqui, eu acho que esse jogo poderia ser legal. Você tá vendo? Devem ter trechos que vai ser assim, né? Assim, eu acho que esse jogo poderia ser legal. E não toda aquela completa maluquice que a gente viu ali no mundo aberto, né? Desse jeito, eu acho que teria a chance de ser legal esse jogo. Do que a gente viu ali, aí, difícil. Vai lá.
They are trying to figure this out as they go. The Arkham games weren't gritty because Rocksteady makes gritty, dark games. They were that way because that's what suits a Batman story.
Eles estão mostrando o jogo do Batman pra gente ver como o jogo do Batman era melhor do que esse jogo, porque é isso que eu tô vendo na minha frente
How do we
aqui.
enhance that experience? How do we excite players in new ways?
Yeah, new criminal record.
For the studio to try something new and stretch our legs, a shooter first with the high, powerful traversal elements was coming out of our comfort zone somewhat. But we
Cara, parece
wanted to see what
Fortnite,
we
cara, que
could
você
do
mata o
to
cara,
put
sai um
an
monte de coisa
Arkham
colorida do
spin
cara.
on the action shooter space.
Now get your damn gun out.
In true Rocksteady style, the cinematics are kind of the heart of our story. It's the most
Não, as cinemáticas estão boas. Todas elas que a gente viu até agora, realmente, os cutscenes estão
We're not just trying
boas.
to do what we did before. We're making something which fits the source material that we think will make for an interesting story, but will feel different.
To introduce you to our story, let's jump into an early part of the game.
Parte inicial do jogo, vamos lá, como é que vai começar?
Amanda Waller, the director of the government
Amanda,
agency
tá.
Argus, sends the team behind enemy lines into Metropolis.
Harley Quinn, should you not be more cautious?
She ain't wired that way.
Oh, Deadshot.
Hidden in an underground train station, the team finds a secret elevator.
Eles acham um elevador e saem.
Until we figure out where the hell we are, let's play along with Mauler.
Mas esses aí é aquele esquema que tem um chip na cabeça, que ela explode eles a hora que quiser, essas coisas?
Hate superheroes. And museums.
É um museu de super-heróis.
It's the Hall of Justice.
Ah, não, é só de justiça mesmo.
Let's rob the place.
Idiot.
Through these doors lies the inner sanctum of the
Tem
Justice
robô da Mulher Maravilha, é isso?
Sounds very grand, doesn't it? And it is.
Ah, então, para aí.
She's a dame who can almost make me listen.
Então, dá pra ver que vão ter sequências que você vai andar assim e olhar as coisas e tal. Eles deveriam ter feito o jogo inteiro assim, na minha opinião, tá? Mas acredito que serão poucos momentos e tal. Vai lá.
To a boring PSA.
Don't touch anything that's gonna set off an alarm. I ain't fighting any supers for you.
I have read much about the Justice League, and still, they are larger than I expected.
Those holograms aren't actual size,
Ah, holograma,
Sharkman.
tá.
It's so true to the characters that
Nossa,
they're in
mas tá
Hall
bem
of
feito
Justice, and the
holograma,
first thing they think
Parece
is,
bicho.
what can we steal?
Hey, man, what's the...
equipamentos, é isso?
Ah, shit.
Glass.
I'm okay.
What the hell you got there?
Thought this baby was a myth. Speed Force Gauntlet. Back when Doc Savannah tried to lift Flash's gimmick.
Ah, então eles vão roubar uns itens e vão dar superpoderes pra ele, é isso? É isso.
Miss you, Red.
Ah, ela vai pegar uma grappling gun. Eles estão querendo dar uma explicação de como que eles vão conseguir voar pela cidade, é isso. Ela pegou um drone do Batman.
You found the Riddler's hat of invisibility!
Where'd the shark go?
Chill.
Ooh, nothing says international assassin like a
Ela
frickin'
vai pegar o jetpack pro Deadshot, cada um vai ter um.
I'd break my damn neck.
You're probably right. Jetpacks seem more like a Deathstroke thing anyway. Mine.
Pô, ela quer tudo também, pô. Quero deixar o seu like na live, muito obrigado.
Hat's not gonna get you vertical, Shark.
I can make my own way up.
É, então, ele tem superpoderes, né? Então ele... O tubarão não precisa de nada pra pular alto e tal.
Well, tickle me stupid. Sharks can fly.
All right. New toys, load of guns. Let's get up on that roof and get our freedom back.
Aí mudou pro tubarão agora.
So here we're taking these iconic characters who don't typically traverse the way they do in our game. But that's the beauty of our storytelling. We've managed to take these unique abilities and make that an extension of their personalities.
Our power is undeniable!
Ou seja, todas essas coisas que fazem eles pular, voar, não sei o que, não são habilidades deles, né?
We loved working with
Itens que eles
Gotham,
pegaram da
making
Liga da
our
Justiça.
world for players to experience, and we wanted to do that with a new location.
Dá um pause aí. O Vitor Oliveira mandou R$5 e falou aqui, ó. Ideia genial, Liga da Justiça. Deixar todos esses itens aí. Na próxima, deixar a Kryptonita morta pra quem quiser pegar. Pois é. Podia ser... E assim, tinha um jeito muito mais simples de fazer isso aí. Porque realmente, né? Podia ser um lugar da Amanda Waller, entendeu? Um negócio coisas que ela confiscou, né? que são itens super poderosos que ela confiscou e tá lá guardado no bagulho dela e eles acharam. Isso eu acabei de pensar em 10 segundos, né? Eu acredito que daria pra gente pensar em coisas melhores ainda do que isso. Mas mais do que, entrei no salão de justiça, quebrei um vidro e, pô, tá aí. Vai. Ó o Brainiac.
We felt that Metropolis was the natural next step to extend that. And what better way to introduce it than through an invasion from Brainiac with no Justice League to save them?
É, a invasão do Brainiac sem... Não, sem a Liga da Justiça não, né? O Brainiac dominou a Liga da Justiça, por isso que, né?
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
The entire game is about fighting behind enemy lines.
Oi, Wally! What the hell have you sent us into? It's a bloody war zone out here. There's a giant skull in the sky.
Congratulations, Task Force X.
Pô,
You're the first assets to make it into Metropolis alive. We're sending a signal transponder to your location.
So you're essentially in Brainiac's backyard.
Your orders are to activate that transponder.
Cara, vai ser muito genérico isso. Aí vai ativar o negócio, mate ondas de inimigos enquanto o troço fica ativando.
There's no civilians left. Brainiac
Não tem mais
killed them
civis?
or made them into soldiers to do his bidding.
Tá,
And through this
então
corruption,
matou
the
todo
people of
mundo? Que
Metropolis
isso?
have become extensions of Brainiac.
Cara, esse estilo de pipoca me pega também.
Hey guys! Thinking I shouldn't ate that extra tapioca put in my lunch!
What the player knows from our title and what the Suicide Squad is about to find out is that here, the Justice League are the bad guys. They've been corrupted by Brainiac, and over the course of the game, your mission will be to kill them.
Ugh, Green Lantern!
Oh, just
nice! Hey, your
É
face
gostoso,
always
mas
looks so... What?
Harley doesn't
Pô,
have
tá
any
maneiro o
innate
design do
superpowers,
Lanterna
so
Verde, na
to
verdade.
go up against
É, ela não tem poderes,
beings
você
that
falou
have
ali.
incredible strength, it's a challenge.
I'm in the middle of recon for
É,
Brainiac.
como? É um desafio, tipo,
Let's walk and talk.
e aí?
You're talking about, you know, the all-star team.
Ah,
of
o Lanterna
superheroes
Verde
here.
não tá todo
I want you to
somado?
see this. Pay attention, Floyd.
Eles estão transformando as pessoas em minions do Brainiac.
Feels worse. But once
Ai não, então o Lanterna Verde não tá
there's no going back.
Não tá possuído, é isso?
Outstanding. When you face off against the most iconic characters in all of superherodom and the Justice League, it's by many people's definition an impossible task. You're searching for stragglers, augmenting Brainiac's army. The Shard gets it.
The stakes that Rocksteady sets, the challenges they heap upon you as a player.
Time to rally up with Brainiac.
Ah não, ele tá tomando também.
You know immediately, like, this is the tallest task I will ever take on in a video game.
Flash.
Claro.
Speedster secret.
Claro.
The League doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's make you right, buddy.
You know, that's just what I was gonna say.
You're gonna be fighting the Justice League.
Hey, Metropolis.
There's nothing more high stakes than the boss battles we have in this game.
These are gods like Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, The Flash.
So, what's the plan?
At that point, the game really opens up. We start to see players look at their weaponry and really ask the question of, like, how am I gonna kill the Justice League?
Yeah, looking forward to killing the Justice League and all, but, well, you know, these guns are a bit shit. No offense.
Then head northwest. That's the last known of a Gotham arms dealer who's dug into Metropolis. Oswald Cobblepot.
The freaking penguin!
You want to last more than 10 seconds against the League? Cobblepot's been running anti-meta weapons for years. I want him recruited and brought back
Mas vamos
to
dar
the Hall
justificativa
of
que
Justice.
o Pinguim tem as armas que conseguem
Since Batman Arkham
machucar.
Knight, the Penguin is no longer confined to Gotham City. He's made a name for himself in Metropolis as the authority on anti-meta human weapons. Now, Waller wants the squad to recruit him for Argus.
I see you've already stolen traversal equipment. You'll need it to stay off the streets. Setting a new recon point.
Cara, parece Fortnite
At the
pulando
heart of
de
each
cima.
character's
Gente,
playstyle
tá
is their
muito...
traversal.
Olha.
Traversal gives
Parece
the player
Crackdown
total
3
freedom.
também, né?
Every character
Tá com a
has their own
cara
way
do
of getting
Crackdown
around that
aí,
determines how the player moves through this world.
Don't like to boast, but how great was I?
Controlling a superhero character is fundamentally a power fantasy for all players. We wanted movement through the city to be fun. Just existing and moving around in Metropolis is a good time.
Metropolis is quite a normal city.
Não, volta aí. Vocês viram a deslizada? Cara, essa deslizada tá me pegando muito. A deslizada que o tubarão dá no... O tubarão! Ele vai cair, ó.
Metropolis is quite a normal city. Well, as normal as a city can be in this universe.
We spent a lot of time trying to get that art direction correct, trying to get the feel for it correct. You get to see all the kind of DC lore that builds this space.
Let me do the talking with Penguin, okay?
Not just a building, it's a daily planet. You know, there's a lot we can inject into the city that makes it more than just a city.
Penguin is not truly a penguin.
Genial, hein, tubarão?
And I'm not a boomerang.
E eu não sou boomerang. Incrível. Diálogo 10-10, hein? Melhor narrativa no que vem.
When did Penguin get out anyway?
Out. He was barely in. Money talks, creeps walk, you know?
I hear that.
It's just a great way for players to experience Metropolis in a new way.
Chega lá no pinguim, vamos ver.
G'day, Pengo. Remember me?
No. Ain't this a right rogues gallery? Who's the big bleeder? Think his cousin used to work for me.
Ooh, which one?
Busted him out of a circus. We're getting the hell out of the city before Argus finds us. You in?
But we are working for Argus.
You bloody what?
Real slick, Shark.
Good talk. Nice catching up. Give my regards to the locals.
Traversal is at the very core of our game. You will need to be on the move and master each character's movements if you want to succeed. Harley's grapple is made to let her take advantage of the environment to quickly get out of troublesome situations. Or she can use it to quickly close the distance to introduce them to her baseball bat. Swinging from the background lets her circumvent the trooper's shields and flank them. It can also let her catapult herself into the air to shoot the corrupted from above.
Sinceramente.
Now that you've seen some of Harley's combat in this scene, let's explore the rest of the squad's unique playstyles and other encounters. Captain Boomerang uses a mix between sniper rifles, SMGs, and shotguns. Each character has an iconic melee attack that can be used to create what we call juggle kills, and also break enemies' shields. Juggling an enemy with a melee attack means they take guaranteed critical hits from all guns for a short period after.
Não tem impacto.
Shoot enemies in their legs and then close the distance to do a shield harvesting strike to get some shield back.
Só depois que morre, tipo... R$300, bicho.
Let's shift focus to King Shark.
Cause to celebrate!
King Shark is literally death from above, which he gladly shows with his Atlantean drop attack. He's the character that can take the most punishment. Heavy weapons, assault rifles and shotguns, and his trusted cleavers, sickles, and combat knives for some brawling action.
Ele é mais porradaria e tal.
For the bigger enemies, each character gets a super powerful single target attack. The Suicide Strike. This one-shots any enemy hit, but it takes longer to recharge, so it's important to use it tactically. Finally, Deadshot.
See, you're low caliber, and I'm high caliber.
His traversal is made to let him create his own vantage points. This works great with his weapon loadout, sniper rifles, assault rifles, and pistols. For more up-close action, Deadshot relies on his iconic wrist cannons. One thing we really wanted to bring into this game was a reimagined version of the Arkham counter system, and mix that with our traversal and shooter gameplay. Introducing Counter Shot. Each enemy has a different reaction to the counter shot. Some will be stunned, some will take damage, some will be interrupted and then get really annoyed. Now let's take a look at Harley absolutely demolish Brainiac's forces with all these tools.
Assim, rapidão, não pausa aí. Não parece muito louco que uma menina sem superpoderes, com um minion do Brainiac todo alterado, ela dá 2 porradas com taco de beisebol e ela mata o cara, assim, sei lá, né? Talvez até um humano normal não fosse ter Vai lá.
Oswald Cobblepot. My man.
Pode ser que a história seja legal, realmente, cara. As cutscenes estão boas.
Tell him, Quinn.
You're making guns for us now, Bird Brain.
Thanks for joining us for episode 1 of Suicide Squad Insider.
What? I'd already started, so I followed through.
In the months leading up to our launch on February 2nd,
Bom, eu acredito que a dublagem brasileira vai deixar esse jogo bem melhor, tá? Do que a original.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In our next episode, we'll be deep diving into more gameplay, combat mechanics, and how to take the fight to the enemy in your own unique style.
Quando vai ser esse outro
episódio? Let's call it a sneak preview.
We really want players to feel like they explored all these characters that we bring to life in this DC universe.
I'm going to enjoy this.
You're starting with characters who aren't very powerful, and through the story, you're learning how to use their skills and become powerful.
We really wanted to deep dive into the RPG system.
You have your enhanced traversal, you have gunplay, you have weapons, there are upgrades and unique talents. And all of that stuff fusing together to create this kind of unique experience.
Together, we are unstoppable. Join me.
Are you kidding?
Too soon.
Olha só, gente. Bom, vou dizer pra você que eu não me animo a nada desse jogo. Obviamente eu vou jogar, porque minha profissão aparentemente é essa, jogar um jogo ruim pra vocês. Irei ver qual é, mas não parece promissor. Posso estar enganado? Claro. Mas a gente analisa as coisas antes delas saírem também pra nem evitar. Então assim, o que eu digo pra vocês não compre esse jogo, espera. Vai sair, até porque, por esses preços absurdos, né? Um jogo que parece totalmente genérico, né? Acho que a palavra é essa, um jogo totalmente genérico. Onde você fica, parece Crackdown mesmo. Fica pulando. Tipo, você viu que toda gameplay de combate é os bichos pulando. Tipo, tá bom, você gosta dessa parada aí, ok. Não é pra mim, realmente. Não vejo muita coisa interessante nisso aí não, tá? O Kaique Rocha falou, 70 euros aqui o bagulho. O que é isso? Exatamente. Então já tá vendo os preços aí. O Cardoso me mandou aqui, ó. Vamos lá. Na PlayStation Store tem a versão Deluxe, é R$400. A versão normal é R$299. E aí tem algumas coisinhas aí. Você consegue ver no Xbox pra mim, ô Cardoso? Mesmo preço. Então os mesmos preços no Xbox também. E no PC também. Então... Beleza. E a galera falou aqui, como é que eles vão explicar o retorno do Batman? Como é que eles vão explicar a menina de taco de beisebol fazer... A explicação deles vai ser videogames. Essa vai ser a explicação, entendeu? É um videogame. Entendeu? E aí, coisas loucas acontecem, né? Eu acho que essa é a explicação. E eu acho até que essa explicação... Na verdade, essa explicação, esse recurso de usar... é videogame... Até é válido em certo ponto. Mas quando você tem que usar isso muitas vezes pro mesmo jogo... Aí você tem um probleminha aí, tá? Né? Por exemplo... sei lá, no Alan Wake 2 aí, que é o jogo recente aí. Não, no Zelda. Como é que o Link consegue segurar 1 milhão de espadas? Porque ele pode. Videogames, né? Entendeu o que eu tô dizendo? Beleza. Mas tem, né, coisas que vão acabando ficando muito forçado, né? E é claro que eles não abriram a boca pra falar das microtransações, do live service, não falaram nada. Não falaram nada, porque eles sabem muito bem, tá, desse negócio. Fora isso, eu vi várias pessoas falando aqui. Pô, é o Esquadrão Suicida, não era pra ser violento? Não era pra ser... Era. Mas, como é live service, eles têm que atingir o maior público que tem. Então esse jogo certamente vai ser a menor faixa etária que eles conseguiram. Esse jogo não vai ser brutal, violento, nem nada disso. Tudo colorido, piscando, coisas piscando na tela, que vocês viram aí. Porque, né? Pois é. E aí vamos ver, né? O que vai ser disso aí. Mas esse jogo ser full price, ser mais de R$300, cara. Versão Deluxe R$400.